Hello everyone and welcome back to my journey to gathering every Trackmania Track of the Day author medal. We will be starting out volume number 24 today with my 520th author medal, which came on the track Terra Purpura, which was made by Marzi, and this was the track of the day on September 26th of 2024. Terra Purpura is a grass track that also has a little bit of tech mixed in it as well, and about 1,100 players have achieved the author medal on this track, making it one of the easier ones from today's video. It took me about 16 minutes to drive this one, though this run in particular did take me about 2 hours to get, and I finished with a time of 42.468 seconds. So overall, I thought this was a pretty solid track, though I didn't really care for the tech aspect on this one in particular, because some of the drifts were like very small brake taps and other ones were pretty harsh drifts, which really didn't mesh well with the track in my opinion. Next up, my 521st author medal came on the track Slidelands 2, which was made by Ellipse, and this was the track of the day on September 23rd of 2024. Slidelands 2 is a desert ice track, and only about 350 players have this one, so a rather challenging one here, and you can see that in my time taken 46 minutes to get this one, finally finishing with a time of 37.074 seconds. Honestly, this track was fun and pretty drivable, except for the opening turn and the final turn here into this big jump. You're restart simulating the entire opening, and when you finally do get a clean start, you're banking everything on not sliding out in that last turn. My 522nd author medal came on the track Shimmer, which was made by Goldorak, and this was the track of the day on October 2nd of 2024. Shimmer is a speed tech track, and about 600 players have this one, which happens to be somehow on the easier side of author medals driven today, and it took me about 25 minutes to get this one, though this run in particular I drove for an hour and a half to get, and I finished with a time of 42.915 seconds. I thought this was a pretty good speed tech track, and really my only complaint about this one is the risky finish. I found it basically impossible to see where the actual bottom of the finish line was when you're trying to line it up, leading to basically completely blind jumps, hoping you jumped high enough in order to hit it. My 523rd author medal came on the track Patchwork, which was made by Chicken in a Box, and this was released the following day on October 3rd of 2024. Patchwork is a mixed track, and about 400 players have also achieved this author medal, so again, a challenging one there, though considering I got it rather quickly, taking just 17 minutes, though this run I spent 4 hours and 30 minutes to get, finishing with a time of 39.103 seconds. So I drove this one for quite some time, but it was all worth it in the end. I got 10th place in the world, which is by far my best placement ever. But as far as the track goes, I did somewhat enjoy it, but there was a very frustrating aspect of it, which was the gap between some of the transitions, which were super easy to clip. My 524th author medal came on the track Snice, which was made by Marius, and this was the track of the day on October 1st of 2024. Snice is an LOL track, and only about 150 players have this author medal, so an extremely difficult one here. It took me 38 minutes to get it though, which is not all that bad, and I finished with a time of 39.89 seconds. I somewhat agree with the community on their rating here. I really did not care for this track all that much. It is extremely tedious to drive this track, and the way you have to get the author medal by bonking walls is also quite a bit RNG heavy, making the track just not all that much fun to drive. My 525th author medal came on the track Goldorak, which was made by Chocoloo, and this was released later in the week on October 5th of 2024. Goldorak is a mixed track, and about 550 players achieved this author medal, so again, a rather tough one here, but I did get this one somehow very quickly, only taking 7 minutes, finishing with a time of 42.748 seconds. So this is going to be my favorite track from today's video, but it's certainly not without its flaws in my opinion. First of all, the opening dirt turn being a no slide, really not a huge fan of that. And then near the end of the track here, we got this plastic bounce, which adds a bit of RNG to the track, which I, again, don't really care for all that much, but overall a very nice track. Next up, my 526th author medal came on the track Immolate, which was made by Titan, and this was released on the previous day on October 4th of 2024. Immolate is a dirt track, and again, only about 200 players have this one, so another very challenging author medal here, and I did spend quite some time to get this one, 42 minutes in fact, and I finished with a time of 42.268 seconds. So I can kind of see where the community is coming from on this one. The track is extremely difficult, and I didn't mind it all that much. That is up until the very end of this track, which I do think it took a little bit too far. The immediate gear up into the outside dirt line into an extremely difficult and somewhat blind because of the darkness risky finish. Yeah, just a little bit too far at the end. My 527th author medal came on the track Truskawka Cheesecake, which was made by Inf, and this was the track of the day on October 7th of 2024. Truskawka Cheesecake is a grass and water track, and only about 150 players have this author medal, so again, a very challenging one here, and you can see that in my time taken at 1 hour and 8 minutes to achieve this one, and I finished with a time of 39.522 seconds. There are certainly a lot of things I could talk about here, but as far as the track itself goes, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. There are multiple cuts on this one, you can bounce out of both water sections, and there are just some random obstacles in parts of the track that you can very easily clip. My 528th author medal came on the track Alpina, which was made by Nova Terrorsch, and this was the track of the day on October 8th of 2024. Alpina is a snow kart track, and about 850 players have achieved this author medal as well, making it the second easiest one from today's video. I did struggle to get this one for some time, taking 22 minutes to achieve it, and I finished with a time of 48.624 seconds. This was a perfectly fine snow car track in my opinion. It is my favorite of the alt cars, but still, I definitely prefer not to drive it if I have any choice in the matter. So the track itself is fine, and I just really don't have anything else to say about it other than that. My 529th and final author medal in today's video came on the track Tachyon, which was made by Moana, and this was the track of the day on October 9th of 2024. Tachyon is a dirt track, and about 700 other players have achieved this author medal as well, and I definitely struggled on this one more than I would have thought, taking 28 minutes to achieve it, finishing with my time of 42.944 seconds. This track is kind of a rare case where I did not enjoy a track as much as the community did, and for this one it mainly came down to the sausage sections, at least a majority of them. I felt the transitions either onto them or especially off of them felt very unsmooth and very awkward. And then another part of this one that I didn't really care for was a turn, which you lose a gear. There was also a very high probability you could lose 2 gears in that same location. So yeah, overall, I just did not really like this track. But with that, we will conclude volume number 24 here today. Of course, if you are interested in driving any of the tracks you saw, there will be links in the description to all of them, and you can also find them in my in-game club called Club Teuty. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's video as well. If you did, be sure to like it and subscribe so you don't miss out on any in the future. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all here very soon with volume 25.